So before you go to your first trap, skeet, or sporting clay event, you might think, well, what type of equipment do I need? And at some places, they'll have stuff for you to borrow, but there are some things that probably would be a good idea just to have to throw together before your very first trip going to a range. Robert, I'll kind of throw out some highlights and you can add to it and then talk them into detail. Shooting glasses. Safety is something that all the ranges are going to ask for. You have to have glasses. You're shooting a shotgun and you're shooting at targets that are flying in the air. You don't know if they're coming to you or away from you, so safety is always important. So some sort of a, doesn't have to be right out of the gate an expensive shooting glass, but some sort of a sunglasses, shooting glasses, and then hearing protection. Hearing protection is a must. All ranges are going to require you to have eye and ear protection. But beyond those two, Robert, what are some other equipment that you usually have in your range bag when you're going to the range?
I like to have a comfortable shooting vest or a shooting pouch, something that you can kind of keep everything right there. You've got your ammo, if you need a lens cloth for your glasses, anything else, choke tubes maybe, that kind of thing. Back onto the shooting glasses, make sure that they're comfortable. There's lots of different glasses out there. They don't, like you said, they don't have to be the most expensive thing, but just make sure that they're comfortable. And when you mount a gun, that they feel comfortable, mounting a gun as well. They don't fog up on you.
Right.
Yep. So, and same thing with the earplugs. Make sure that, they stay in there. It's very important. You're gonna, when you get home, you wanna make sure that you can still hear well, and that you're not gonna hurt your hearing.
Right. And as you progress through the games, your earplugs may go from the simple foam earplugs that you put into your ear, which are great. I mean, they have a very good safety rating. They're not, most people consider them cheap, but they're not. They've been around for a long time. They do a great job of protecting the sound from your ears. But then you may move up to molded earplugs, where you actually go to someone to have an actual mold of your ear and then they clean them up, which are fantastic. I like to use those. All the way up to, they have very fancy earmuffs now with electronics built into them to where you can actually hear and talk to each other. And the earmuffs shut off on the blast of it. And I know you mentioned, shooting glasses. You don't have to have the most expensive one, but as you progress, you're going to want to move up to better glasses. It's just the nature of the beast. You want to hit on that as to why you would move up to a better set of shooting glasses?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously the visibility of the target is the most important part of play target shooting. So you want to be able to see the target clearly. Having the different shades depending on what the background is and what the lighting conditions are is just an important thing. There's typically not one lens that's just gonna work for all conditions. Normally, our regular sunglasses, we wear the sunglasses no matter what's going on out there. But when you're shooting, you may start off on a sporting clays course that's out in the field where there's a lot of sunlight, open background, and one set of lenses looks great. And then you go into the woods and you start shooting in there where it's a little bit darker, and that same lens is just gonna make the target look a lot darker. So having a variety of that with you is a good thing. It's not necessary, but it's just something to keep in mind when you're heading to the range.
It is. And look at some of the shooters that when you go to these events, see what glasses they use, see what lenses they use, talk to them about it. I know a lot of the top shooters, they're very open about telling you what color they're using, what darkness they're using. Ask them about, I know it's very challenging shooting off underneath the lights for the first time. If you do shoot in the evening time or get into a shoot-off situation, it's not gonna be at daytime, it's gonna be in the evening time, and there's a whole different set of lenses for shooting off at nighttime. So hit on the highlights, get a good range bag, something that you can fit some stuff in. Be sure you have all your equipment, you can carry your ammo with it. A good shooting pouch, good shooting vest. Start out with some entry-level shooting glasses, maybe a couple different colors, some good earplugs, and then as you evolve and move through the game, or as you're a youngster starting, and as you grow up, your body changes, you get taller, and you can grow in the equipment and continue to build and develop that. So that's kind of the highlights for what you want for a good range bag and what you want to take to the range.